Welcome to Ancient Secrets channel. Have you ever asked yourself, why am I working so hard? Why am I trying to keep up, impress people I don't even respect, or prove something I don't believe in? Welcome to Ancient Stoic Secrets, a place where we challenge noise with wisdom. In today's story, we follow a man who had it all on the outside, but something inside kept whispering, "This isn't it." This episode is about letting go of the need to be seen and finally seeing yourself. Stick around, because what you're about to hear might just free you in a way success never could. 1. The game everyone plays, but no one wins. He worked harder than anyone, bought the suit, the car, got the invites to all the right rooms, but every conversation felt like a silent war. Status against status, ego against ego. The more he won, the less it felt like victory. There was always someone with more money, more followers, more leverage. And still, he smiled. He played, he spent, not because he wanted to, but because he was scared to fall behind. Have you ever done that? Gone along with something just to stay relevant? That's how the trap starts, when we forget who we are, just trying to be who they expect. 2. The question that changed everything. One night, he looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the man staring back. Tired eyes, forced smile, empty inside. And finally, he asked himself a question. What am I really chasing, and why? That one question broke the spell. He wasn't chasing purpose, he was chasing proof. Proof that he mattered, that he was good enough. But here's the twist. The moment you stop trying to prove yourself, you become powerful. You don't need applause to be worthy. You don't need the race to have value. Because freedom begins when you stop running and start listening. 3. Real power doesn't compete. It stands still. Think about the strongest person you know. Are they loud, bragging, always needing to be seen? Probably not. Real strength doesn't shout. It whispers with presence. In a room full of noise, the calmest person always commands the most attention. That's the Stoic truth. The ones who don't play the game win it, because they don't need validation to move forward. And that's rare. That's magnetic. You don't have to compete to be powerful. Sometimes your silence speaks louder than any status symbol ever could. Ask yourself, do you want to be noticed or respected? 4. When your growth makes others uncomfortable. Not everyone will cheer for your growth. Some people will feel exposed by your progress, not because you harmed them, but because you remind them of what they gave up on. Your discipline highlights their laziness. Your ambition reminds them of their fear. They'll call you lucky, arrogant, obsessed, but they're not really judging you. They're reacting to the reflection of what they could have been. Fully. And that will make the right people rise with you, and the wrong ones reveal themselves. 5. Respect lasts. Popularity doesn't. Our culture celebrates being liked. But Stoicism teaches us something deeper. Respect endures, even after you leave the room. Popularity is fragile. It disappears the second you stop entertaining. But respect? It's built on truth, consistency, courage. The leaders we remember weren't always liked. They made hard choices, said hard things, and stood alone when it counted. Like Marcus Aurelius, who didn't seek applause, he led with honor. Or Epictetus, who didn't need a title to teach strength. Don't be afraid to lose people. Be afraid of losing yourself trying to keep them. Live in a way that earns trust, not attention. 6. You are the storm, not the shelter. Some people spend their lives avoiding conflict, playing it safe, staying quiet. But here's the truth. The world doesn't reward people who hide. It remembers the ones who moved with force. You weren't born to tiptoe through life. You are not the shelter. You are the storm, a force that disrupts, challenges, and changes the world around you. Every time you held back, you felt it. That burning inside saying you were made for more. Stop apologizing for your ambition. Stop diluting your power to fit in. Step into the storm, because that's where your real self waits. 7. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Here's the final truth. Not everyone will understand your path, and that's okay. You don't owe them clarity. You owe yourself authenticity. People will call you cold, stubborn, unrelatable, but in time, they'll respect the fact that you never faked it. Your job isn't to be agreeable, it's to be aligned. Every step you take without approval builds a life no one can take from you. So let them judge, let them talk, but keep going, keep growing, because the person who stops explaining starts becoming unstoppable. Thanks for watching Ancient Stoic Secrets, where we share timeless wisdom for modern strength. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe. And in the comments, tell me, when was the moment you stopped chasing approval? Someone out there needs your story, and always remember, the only person you need to prove anything to is yourself. Because the day you stop performing is the day you finally start living.